Narcissist enters your life. They're attracted to your light. They want to own it, control it, and consume it. And to understand this type of mind that you're dealing with, to understand their nature is really a huge part of being able to get away from that toxic, hellish dynamic that you think of as a relationship, because it's really not a relationship. The narcissist doesn't even see you. You're like a mirror. Everybody in their life is a mirror. And whatever image you reflect back to them, that's what they have a relationship with. That's what they see. And they want to see an ideal image of themselves. They want you to idealize them. But basically, what you have to understand is that this is not a normal kind of person. They don't think the way you do. They don't form emotional bonds the way that you do. They don't feel what you feel. They don't put themselves on trial. They don't get to a point where they feel genuine contrition or remorse for the things that they do to hurt you. And so when you're dealing with this type of person, it's analogous to someone who has pet tigers and lions and snakes, venomous snakes. You can be in proximity to these type of creatures, these type of animals, but you just have to be very careful. You have to understand the nature of what you're dealing with, and you have to understand that even though a lion or a tiger might not attack you under normal circumstances, when they have plenty to eat, they have plenty to drink and things like that, and the environment is safe. If that tiger or that lion detects a threat or if food is scarce, then you're going to be on the list of things that they will consume. They can turn on you. And when you understand the nature of what you're dealing with, then you move accordingly. You take the proper precautions. And when I think about that, when I think about the nature of a narcissist, and after the discard, especially, when you look back on the relationship and you look at all of the things that they put you through, the gaslighting, the cheating, the stonewalling, the alienation, triangulation, the smear campaign, and all of that they did, the question of why is in the mind of most survivors, trying to really understand, why this situation happened to you. But when I think about that, I think about the story of the scorpion and the frog. And in that story, you have this frog that's just chilling in the water, and the scorpion says to the frog, "Hey, I need to get across to the other side of this pond. Will you take me to the other side?" And at first, the frog says no, because you're a scorpion and you might sting me. So I'm not going to take you across. But then the scorpion reasons with the frog, and he says to the frog, if I sting you, then, we're both going to drown because, I can't swim. And so the frog thinks about it and decides that he'll allow the scorpion to take a ride on his back across the pond. And he lets him on, and they're going, and the frog looks up and he sees that the scorpion's tail is in a position where it looks like he's going to sting. And the frog starts to get a little nervous, but then he thinks, well, no, he's not going to sting me because then we'll both drown. And then all of a sudden, to the frog's surprise, he gets stung. The scorpion stings him. And as the frog is going down into the water, he looks at the scorpion and he says, "Why? Why did you do this? Now we're both going to drown." And the scorpion just looks at the frog and says, because I am a scorpion, that's what I do. And that's how it is when you're dealing with the narcissist. You have to understand their nature. You have to understand the way they operate. They don't care about you. They only care about supply. And whatever they have to do to maintain their fragile, fragmented ego in the fantasy world that they live in, that's what they will do